All right.
Good evening. I'd like to call the Township, East China Charter Township Board meeting to order, October 17th.
She's one of the best ones around.
Roll call, please.
Roll call. Clerk Matei here, Treasurer Hart.
Here. One budget.
Trustee Babel.
Here.
Trustee Knotts. Roll call.
Roll call. Are
Here.
you here?
I'm here.
Thank you. Trustee Richley.
Here.
Supervisor Westrick. Okay. Thank you.
Pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic on which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right.
agenda. Of course, we will have a little bit of a change if we can to add the closed session at the end here to discuss the periodic evaluation of the employee again. But other than that, I propose the agenda be approved with
So
that
moved.
add. So moved. Mr. Ritchley, is there support?
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes, approve the minutes from the last meeting and the closed session, right, Sandy?
Yes.
The minutes that we have here, that everybody get a chance to look at. So it'll be for the minutes for the regular meeting and the closed sessions, both of them.
Yes. Two of them.
Any questions, comments,
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
including the closed session minutes?
Correct.
Thank you.
I support.
And support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Presentation, guest speakers, I see none. Public comment, I see none. Consent agenda, financial reports, election commission meeting minutes, historical commission September meeting minutes, Marine City Fire Authority September runs, St. Clair Fire Authority September run reports, Park Commission September meeting minutes, and Township Roads Bridges Advisory Committee.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Been moved. Is there support?
Support.
Mr. Knotts, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Disbursements, Ms. Hart.
Payroll in the amount of $51,992.02. Accounts payable, $132,299.40. Electronic transfers, $22,299.47. E-checks, $302.30. Tax disbursements, $36,366.81. Invoices, $103,730.39 for a total of $346,990.39. I'll make the motion to approve the bills.
Been moved. Is there support?
I support.
Any other questions, comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call vote. Clerk Matei, yes. Treasurer Hart.
Yes.
Trustee Babel.
Yes.
Trustee Knotts.
Yes.
Trustee Richley.
Yes.
Supervisor Westrick.
Yes. No unfinished old business, new business. St. Clair County Agreement for Ambulance Millage Distribution.
I have a question, a couple questions, actually. In this agreement, are we collecting the taxes on the winter tax bill
Yes.
of this year?
Yes.
Okay,
It starts this winter tax.
Okay. It's got in here,
But
we
the
have to disperse
disbursements-
by honor before June 1st?
Yeah, or next year.
Okay, so
Yep.
we're cool there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
What
then
she
there was
said, yeah.
one more thing. In number 3, under insurance, it says respective parties will each be responsible for any claims against each entity and will carry appropriate insurance on its operations and its employees. Such insurance can include comprehensive general liability and workers' comp. Does that mean we have to add them to our liability and comp policy?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think that's what that means.
The respective parties. Is that going to be additional
Probably St. Clair
expense for
County and
us?
probably the ambulance.
Whoever has the contract with the ambulance company, or is that what?
Yeah, it's us. They're making each municipality enter into an agreement that we are collecting the money and signing an agreement with. Right.
I don't know
just-
the answer to that one, Sandy. I guess we'd have to find that out. Do we carry insurance now for ambulance? Or is it
No.
under our general liability? What about fire?
Because they're not
What
our,
about the sheriff?
fire, I believe they're probably, yes, the fire's listed as additional insured on our policy. As the authority,
Or what about the sheriff? Like on police protection?
no.
Wouldn't the fire authority, could we use the authority to be the one that's the selector for the ambulance service? And we all just chip in on it?
Not really, because that's separate. They have their own emergency medicals too.
And they're all
ambulance
millage
guys
now.
are going to be trying to bill 3 different townships, depending on where the thing goes?
The
Why don't they just?
tri-hospital mean? Yes, you mean, that's a
Right.
millage that just passed.
Yeah,
It's like the money we collect for
I understand how. it
the
just
schools.
seems to me
We're
that
just turning it
if
over
we
to
could
them.
Right.
Get one person that pays all the bills and we just, split. We just pay our share, rather than you getting a jillion bills a year.
I think we need clarification on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
just like to know that. I mean, that could be
okay.
I'm sure we're all gonna be in the same boat, but
That's what
yeah.
Table
we'd
that
like
then?
to do.
Get an answer.
Let you run that one.
Okay. And that, we'll go ahead and table that then.
Get a motion or no? No.
yes,
Yeah.
table it.
Table it.
Yes, you do.
Well, we never did, but that's fine. Need a motion for
Supposed
that?
to.
I'll make a motion to table it.
One
Support.
and two?
Support.
Because the second one is, it's an ambulance
Correct,
services
yeah.
agreement, so we might as well table them both.
Yeah, MB2 and, or no, 1 and 2,
MB1.
I'm sorry.
So your motion's for both of them?
Correct.
Be tabled?
1 and
Yep.
2.
Okay. Is there support to that,
Hearts.
Ms. Hart?
Hart.
Yep.
Well, I think that,
Enough about it.
I think number 2 is more about the millage and collecting it.
Yeah, well, I kind of had a question on that one myself.
Number
though,
one
anyway.
just says
Did ya?
that
Okay.
it's just
We get
distribution.
money from East End Schools to collect those and turn
Everything
those
Sandy
in.
was talking
about
We
is
do
two.
this.
I think
Yeah,
it's 2 or 3 per parcel.
yes.
So I didn't mention anywhere that we're getting a
A compensation,
fee for collecting and turning it over, so.
Right.
I
right.
wanted to clarify that, so. I believe Mr. Richley's
No.
motion is in order.
And I know we're not.
All right, so
Getting-
we're gonna hold that table for 1 and 2?
Yeah, did you support
All
that?
right.
Sure.
All right,
For
all those in favor,
clarification.
say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? New business 3, request for sewer credit. Guys get a chance to read this over?
Yep.
Questions or comments?
Water didn't go into the sewer.
I
It's
don't
done,
like it,
it's
but I
done
don't
the
know how to
proper
do
way, it
anything.
looks
Yep.
like.
Blaine reviewed it, confirmed.
We have just decided that we're supplying all the cost to everybody in our township, basically, except for a few commercials. We're not gonna bill anybody else.
What's that now?
Is that what, basically what it
You
says?
mean for emergency runs?
Isn't that what it says?
I don't
We
even
just-
know where that came into the picture.
We're talking about a sewer credit here. Number
I'm
3?
sorry, which one are we on? I thought we on.
New business 3.
3, sewer credit.
Okay, I got no complaint. I was thought we were still talking about ambulances.
Ralph, you turned left on me. I didn't know where you went for a minute.
Next meeting, it's tabled for now, Ralph. We can do that one next meeting.
Okay.
This is for a water leak that did not reach the sewer, I understand, so they're asking for a sewer credit.
16
Blaine
minutes.
approved it.
And Blaine approves this.
Good.
He
Right.
did the investigation, he
Good to
approves
go.
this.
We do this all the time.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for sewer credit of $110.24 as presented.
Support.
Support by Mr. Litchley. Clerk, please call the roll.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel? Yes. Trustee Natz?
Yes,
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. New business 4. This is brought up from a couple of meetings ago where we didn't want to fund the OPEB trust fund. It was already at 100%. But we're in 62% with MERS. And since we have this money in our budget this year, I just thought it was a good idea to get ahead a little bit and add an additional $50,000 payment this year to the MERS fund to get us closer to the 100% funding, maybe a little bit earlier. We still got to keep doing 75,000 every year, but this will just help us. It's been budgeted and expensed in our budget. So it's an additional payment over and above the 75 this year to try and get our funding ratio up.
Again, tell me why we need to do this.
We need to be 100% funded with our retirement.
Do we? What's the requirement?
It's a
What's the
minimum
requirement, Miss-
of,
You're funded sufficiently to not have to have a improvement plan right now. You're in monitor mode. But you had budgeted 50,000 to put against your OPEB, and you decided not to use that. So it'll either drop into your fund balance, or it can be applied to the MERS.
Maybe we can get away from the mandatory 75,000 pretty soon if we do
yeah.
add some more to it.
Is it necessary to do? That's kind of what the question keeps coming up. Is it necessary they fund this?
You have to fund your unfunded liability of the MERS, yes.
Yeah.
All the way to what level?
You are right now in the monitoring phase of the program, so you don't have to make any additional changes. You're heading in the right direction. These are the types of things that they look for when they monitor.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, I make a motion, we use the 50,000 towards an additional MERS payment for this year to help our funding ratio.
Support.
Whoever.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Natz?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. New business 5, it's just a TAP grant update. I didn't see this one come up, but is this just for information, Cindy?
Well, so here's, this is for public engagement. Part of the TAP grant requirement is that you engage your public and allow them to see what the project is, to have some input, ask questions. So by having this on your agenda and putting it out on your meeting, you'll have maybe some input from residents. It's also on the website. They can go on there, and if there's any questions or comments, it's directed to me.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
If anybody out there has questions, comments, please come to the Township Hall. We'd like to explain what we're trying to do. Support here in Detroit Railroad Bridge, that the path goes over in the park there. And we're applying for free money or significant portion of that repair cost to be in a grant. So that's what that's for. New business 6, budget amendment, third quarter. Bookkeeper has presented these, along with the township manager, to come into more in line with what our actual expenditures are trending at right now. Guys get a chance to take a look at these at all? Do you have any comments or questions on any of it? I mean, a big one is the fire protection, and that's based on last year's runs and then reallocated as a percentage of total runs to their total budget. So we've been going up in runs, and we all know that. I don't know why, but
Does this include what we're going to get nailed in addition now because we've had so many more runs than everybody else?
that's from last year's runs calculated for this year. This year's runs will calculate for next year, so
Okay, I see.
we've increased in the budget a little bit more money again because those runs this year we've been talking about
Yep.
are going to get reflected next year's costs. So, yes, to answer your question, this is part of it, the rest of it's coming for next year's budget.
Make a motion that we approve. Do we have to read this?
No. Well,
Yeah, it's a resolution.
Okay,
All right, I'll read it.
all right.
But I don't have to read this back page, do I?
No.
No.
All right.
You got to read all those numbers.
I'll offer the following resolution, 24-2022, amend the 2022 budget quarter, third quarter 2022. Whereas the East China Township budget and accounting practices stipulate quarterly budget amendments to reflect financial activities during the quarter and provide basis for financial controls in future quarters. And whereas financial analysis of all fund contracts indicates the need for amendment of budgets to General Fund 213B and Capital Improvement Fund, Capital Projects Fund, therefore be it resolved that the East China Board of Trustees hereby approves budget amendments for the third quarter 2022 as follows and detailed. The budget amendment is from $184,658 to $475,374.50, for a total increase of $272,689.50, and I offer this amendment.
Support.
Any other questions or comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Yep.
I guess I'm supposed to say that the details of this are available for anyone to pursue at the Township Hall.
There you go. Okay, roll call vote. Trustee Natz?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Carried. Okay, at this time, I think the last time would be the closed session.
I'll make a
Attorney's here,
motion.
so,
I'll make a motion to go into closed session for the purpose of employee negotiations. Sorry.
I'm sorry, the motion would be a motion,
periodic.
consider material exempt from disclosure under state statute.
To consider material exempt
disclosure
for
under state statute.
disclosure under state statute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Whatever he said.
Yeah, exactly. And Ralph says there's support to whatever he said.
Yes, that's correct.
All those in favor say aye.
Who supported
Aye.
that?
Or roll call. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we gotta do the roll call on that.
So Richley and Ralph?
Yeah.
All right, roll call vote. Richley?
Yes.
Mr. Natz?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Clerk Matei? Yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Okay, we'll close session.